Hey guys, as we move into 9.2, we're going to learn how to do linear regression and to interpret the coefficient of determination. So, y hat, that's how you read this, y hat equals a plus bx. This is the formula for our least squares line. So when we have moderately linear regression or correlation, there is a least squares line that best fits in between all those points. This least squares line, y hat, follows the least squares criterion, which states that the sum of the squares of the vertical distances from the data points x, y to the line is made as small as possible. So the square of this distance plus the square of that distance plus this square plus this square plus this square plus this square needs to be made as small as possible. The reason why they do the sum of the squares is because some of these distances are interpreted as negatives, and we don't want to deal with negative numbers as a distance, so we square them. So some more vocabulary that connects to this least squares line. The first one is the residual. That's the difference between the y value for a given data pair, x, y, and the value y hat predicted for the same x value. So the difference, which means subtracting your original y value to your predicted y value. Interpolation is predicting y values for x values in the data set. So we'd use our line to plug in some already given x values to see what the predicted y value would be. And extrapolation is predicting y values or y hat values for x values that are beyond the data set. So we will be doing some predicting with these least squares lines. So for this upcoming assessment, we will only find the least squares line with our graphing calculator. There will be an extra credit opportunity to do it by hand, but this is all that will be required. So first thing you have to do is make a scatter plot in your calculator. See your 9.1 notes a couple videos back. Then you're going to click Stat, Calc, and then we're going to click 8, Linear Regression, which is in the form a plus bx. Don't forget to store your regression equation by clicking vars, then yvars, then function, then y1. And then we can use that stored function to make predictions by clicking second, calculate, which is above trace, and then 1 to type in a specific x value to get a y value. So we will practice some of that together.